Who is responsible for all of the great geniuses of today? How did they become a genius in the first place? Well, each of them started the exact same way and finished the exact same way as most would. They had a teacher help them learn and progress their education. Teachers make up a big part of this society, and they impact it in a huge way. Many teachers help us become better in whatever field we are, and help us learn in whatever field we plan on becoming. However, with a teacher that has such an important role like this, many of teachers across the nation are not as paid as much as one would seem. Many are underpaid and have multiple jobs that help support their family. One teacher that went here and applied as a history teacher was great. She had a family of 2 kids, and even her husband even worked. But she ended up having to leave this school because of the lack of money that she was receiving in her salary. She had to end up moving somewhere else and getting another job in a different field. She ended up giving up the dream and work her education to help support and maintain her family. Other teachers also drop out of school because of the lack of education. We're constantly losing teachers around the nation, and thus endangering our education as well. With my career choice, I'm trying to go down the path as an education minor, and with that in mind, I decided how important this subject would be to talk about and help try to persuade to help increase teachers' salaries. To understand this, we must first understand how much a teacher is paid and why paying a teacher so little is detrimental to our education. According to Jen Lutwalt from payscale.com, most secondary schools and kindergarten through middle schools pay an average salary of $45,000 a year. That is less than the average salary that an average worker with an average job may get. According to Paul Takahashi from Las Vegas Sun, even some higher education college professors get stiffed out of their pay as well. To become a teacher, it would not only take a lot of time and money, also a lot of money. It would take several years to complete this education, and it costs, for a normal education degree, costs around $25,000 to $45,000. If you were to further your education and go on to be a master's degree, it would take around $51,000 to $100,000. With the understanding of the salary and how low a salary is for a teacher, we must ask ourselves, why should we pay teachers more? Like I said in the intro, teachers are the people who help impact and shape our society. They're the ones responsible for teaching the younger generation and helping them to become a genius of their own. They're the reason that we have successful jobs and a reason why we have successful companies around the nation. According to from Jen Lockwell, many students who went to college to become a teacher went through several classes. Those classes combined with higher degree gave a pretty large debt. There are funds to help decrease it, but as Jen Lockwell wrote, funding sources like these, while helpful, won't do much to offset the cost of degree and the cost of tens of thousands a year. According to another article from the Odyssey Online, many teachers quit their jobs because of the low pay rate. Students who don't want to go into teaching as well because of such a low pay rate. We are simply losing teachers. The last following years, we've seen a decrease in the average number of teachers we've had in this nation, and also a decrease in our education. If we were to raise the salary, it would help provoke a teacher to continue to do the best and attract higher education teachers as well. With a higher salary teacher, it would be able to provoke them to do and perform much better than they were if they were to be paid at the salary that they are now. They'd also have better resources to help teach their students, thus further increasing the education. even more opportunities with more scholarships can also help increase and provoke students who want to become teachers to stick with their path and continue their education and teaching. The scholarships would help pay off their education debt. So we have discussed the issues of how low a teacher's salary is and why we should raise it. A teacher is an important person. We must not be able to lose our teachers in this world and our education. We have a possibility of having very little education and teachers out there if we do not raise our salaries. Our education and our younger generation would drop. Don't let this happen to our younger generation. Everyone deserves to have a chance to become a great genius one day. Thank you for listening to my speech.